Right, Mike Friday here, back in Sydney University. We're going to put together the three things that we looked at in the previous session: the pull-out, the drag, and then the wrap. We're going to put it together now with the defensive pictures and the defensive shapes, see if the boys can start to recognise those different defensive pictures and then pick the right decision accordingly. Okay lads, we've looked at each individual aspect, being the pull-out, the drag and the wrap. You know the defensive pictures depending on which one you're faced with, whether they're tight, whether they're 2 and 1 disconnected, or whether they're equally spaced. Now you've got to just make the right decision depending on what you see. So you've got all the tools at your disposal. You look at what the defenders do in terms of their setup, then you try and pick the right decision. The pictures will change from rep to rep, all right? I'll give you a cue of 1, 2 or 3. 1 is obviously I'm looking for the inside D, 2 is the 2 and 1 connect, 3 is the equally spaced, okay? All right boys, let's rock and roll. Let's go. Let's go, 3 called. Right, the boys should be recognising it's a wrap that's on here. In. Look, short ball's on. There's great reconnect. 2. So coaches 2, they should be recognising this is a drag opportunity. Try and isolate that second defender. Try and drag him across. See if the third man over commits or not. He hasn't, so really, there should be a hole there. Boom, reconnect. Let's go again. We're now going to put a 1 in place. 1. So they're all tight inside, so they should be playing to the outside quickly to pull out. And see if they can drag the D across, play through them, or play out the back. Here we go, in, shift, boom. In that instance, the pivot was a little bit flat. 1 again. Accepted that, you know, we're playing this at quite a slow pace to give them the different pictures, so that's half the battle to start with. Can they recognise the pictures? And then it's about getting better at executing that under pressure at more pace. The more you get into this, coaches, the more you need to kind of pick up the individuals and then try and help them get better on the certain little aspects. It's going to be about picking out individuals and giving them feedback whilst the drill's going on or afterwards when you go through the video, rather than stop the session the whole time. Sometimes it's good just to let them flow, see the good ones and the bad ones, and then go through the video as a group and let them commentate on what's gone well and what hasn't got so well. So let's just watch a couple of these reps here, okay? See, he didn't really go for it on the outside. That allowed the attack to become very flat, allowed the D to push on. So important that the outside man had a go there. So that's an individual feedback for that end man there. As we see here, there's a wrap opportunity. Again, quality of pass, not where it needs to be. In, comes in, not picked up the right one. As a consequence, they've not all seen the same defensive shape. So these are all important things that you need to take on board and recognise during a session. It might not go according to plan, but that's why you should try and video these types of sessions, because it's about the pictures that the attack see. They start to understand what's a good picture, what's a bad picture. They're then able to make the right decisions under pressure. That's better. Come on, one more rep. Save the best rep to the end, let's go. So that's the wrap on the combination. You know, and basically what we're trying to achieve here is to try and educate the players and give them kind of live examples of the different defensive pictures that they will see and then pick the right attacking decision accordingly. You know, they're just 3 examples of what you can use. You know, there's many others. I mean, other teams use the straightforward cut in the middle of the pitch to try and create an alternative part of the pitch to attack. So you can be creative as coaches, but what you're trying to achieve in this drill is to enable players to make decisions and understand the decisions they make, and also to understand the running lines they need to make and what defenders they're looking to attract. As I've talked about, the magic trick, so important in any kind of reload play, because if you can't show the world the magic trick, nobody can fall for it. That then allows you and your players to exploit other areas of the pitch. So be creative, go out there, come up with some new ideas on reloads, and you never know, you might have the next best thing.